Y'all know what time it is. We got to give God praise. We got to thank him for waking us up. We got to thank him for us being here this morning. Good morning, world. It's your boys, the Two Lives Stews. He's Doug and I'm Ryan, but together we're the Two Lives Stews, and this is your Two Lives Stews experience. And it's a Giving Thursday. Let's see about these good mornings, man. Man, it's so good to see y'all. Good morning, St. Louis, Ron. Up and early, and Adam this morning. We appreciate you, St. Louis. Good morning, Lemon Love, 1984. Good morning. Rail Scott, you get the third spot. And last but not least, an honorable mention goes to, let me see, today I'm going to give it to Rail Scott from the Philadelphia. Good morning, Rail. Good morning to all the film, and good morning to you, Dougies, too. How you feeling this morning, sir? You got to unmute your mic, sir. Unmute your mic. There you go. All right, man. Try that again. Good morning to all of them, and good morning to you, Dougies, too. How you feeling this morning? Fantastic. All right. Fantastic. All right. What the hell is happening with this goddamn?
Must got mic ghosts around here.
It happens, man. There's such thing as mic ghosts. No doubt about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, but I'm great, man. How about you?
Absolutely stewtastic, sir. Couldn't be any better, man.
Yeah, I'm feeling real good, man. After that miraculous top five, it really wasn't miraculous.
Yep.
I expected to beat you by a lot more, but after that top five victory, which we'll talk about later, I feel great.
Good, man. Good, sir.
Thank you, man.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely stewtastic, man. You need it.
You got on another throwback today. You gonna let me guess before we get into anything else?
Yeah, that's a great idea. We probably should start with that.
So it's Indianapolis Colts.
It is the Colts.
It's got to be Peyton Manning or Edgerrin James or something like that.
Oh, you got to dig a little deeper, man. You got to dig a little deeper, man.
What's the brother's name to play defensive end? Oh, you didn't go back to Bart Starr or nothing like that, did you? You went back to Bart Starr?
You're going to be upset. You're going to be upset.
Okay, so Peyton Manning, Edgerrin James, Marvin Harrison.
Dickerson, I mean, what?
Damn.
Are you kidding me?
But
you named 15 Colts and didn't name Eric Dickerson?
But I think in my mind, the way my mind works is it's somebody that's been a lifetime Colt. And when I think of Eric Dickerson, I think of the Rams as well.
Okay. Well, and watch this. Watch this.
Go ahead. What?
I should have done this.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
I should have done that.
You got a combination.
Yeah.
You got him for the Rams and you got him for the Colts. That's good, man.
Yeah.
They got an ED jersey. I think I've ever seen that.
All these jerseys, man, when I travel and I'm going to a city where one of these people that I'm wearing their jerseys live in, I take the jersey with me because I have hopes of having them all signed. Mm-hmm. So when we used to go to the Super Bowl, Radio Row, and this is the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, make up of those stews. Before we go any further, shout out to the great folks in Detroit.
Yeah.
WGPR Hot 107.5 FM, HD2, Sports Rap Network in the D. Good morning to y'all.
Good morning.
We appreciate y'all for being here. So, yeah, when we would go to
All-Star. Or good afternoon or good evening, depending on when you're watching the replay, maybe.
That's true, because Tree is off of Moreland acting like she's in France, so she's been giving us a different time the last couple of weeks. But anyway, so yeah,
Yugoslavia, man, get it right. Yugoslavia.
When I travel or when we do Radio Rolls back in the day,
mm-hmm.
I would take all of these jerseys with me.
I think I remember you doing that.
Yeah. So I would have a separate bag or container with all my jerseys labeled and lined up. So if someone walked through and I had their jersey, I could get them to sign it. I've got like 15 of them signed that's framed and in the other room over there.
I think I remember you doing that. I remember you having Shaggy, who was the producer back in the day. Like you had a bag and somebody would walk by or you see somebody and you'd be like, Shaggy, grab me that jersey. So.
Yep.
I do remember that.
Shouts out to Chico. Ryan, turn that hat around real easy to have a head full of hair. Yeah. I've learned how to navigate the hair, Chico. Thank you for being here, Chico.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to talk to you about something before we set the show up.
And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. Thank you for joining your boys. Today is a Throwback Thursday. Thank you for joining your folks.
Throwback Thursday, Giving Thursday, CPR, Detroit, a lot of stuff going on.
You got to talk more about that giving thing.
Okay. We got to talk more about the giving thing. Real quick, man. Mm-hmm. I had a situation as a father last night. If you will, I want to ask you if you agree with my parenting and the way I've handled said situation.
Did you beat him?
No, we don't. Yeah. There were only a handful of spankings dealt out around here. And that was much, much younger when they were really, really little.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, wifey didn't really play the spanking game. They had a lot of that in their house, and we had so many spankings in our house. So we didn't really do that.
But we turned out all right.
Yeah, but wifey was like, them kids are gonna go to school and mention we just probably shouldn't do that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Well, they told me spoil a rod, spoil a child, but hey.
I think it's spare the rod, spoil the child, but
same thing. But go ahead. What's the story? What happened?
Challenge when it comes to the word. Family gets home yesterday evening. Mason had basketball practice. He's been practicing, made the basketball team. The team has been together now for 2.5, 3 weeks. He left cross country. As soon as the cross country season ended, he went straight to basketball. And he's not enjoying himself. He's literally been walking around moping. And every day I've asked him, hey, man, what's wrong with you? And crab up your butt. What's wrong with you? What's going on? Oh, nothing. Everything's okay, Dad.
That's okay.
All right, cool. Right to have a crab up your butt or in your pubic hair. It's not cool, but that's another story for another day. So last night, before he comes in, wifey comes in and goes, I think you're going to have to talk to Mason. He was in the car upset, fussing about basketball. He's not enjoying himself, and I think he wants to quit. And I go, oh, okay. All right, I'll talk to him. Mm-hmm. So he comes in and drops his bag and goes straight downstairs. All right. I'm booking a flight for the wife and Morgan to go someplace. Have you booked any travel yourself yet?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's very gratifying, man. And when you see the commission come through, whether you're paying for the trip or not, it's just very gratifying. Shouts out to IntelliTravel.
Are we on a travel service if you're new to the show?
Okay. So he comes back upstairs and I go, hey, bud, come and sit down. He sat down and I said, I've been asking you for the last week and a half what's wrong. Mm-hmm. And clearly there's something up your butt. You want to share what's going on, man?
Pause.
He paused and he looked at me and he goes, basketball's just not fun this year. I go, okay, what is it? We got a new coach. All he does is yells and screams and fusses. It's not fun anymore. Man, I don't think I want to do it anymore. I said, okay.
But that's kind of what coaches do, though.
Well, I didn't say anything.
Go ahead.
I said, but do you want to add anything else, bud? And he goes, yeah, in the past it was fun. It's not like soccer. And I could be doing something else with my time. We're there all day. We're working hard. And this new coach. I said, okay.
I haven't heard anything wrong so far in the story, man. But go ahead. Go ahead.
And okay, before we do that, before I finish that, let me say this.
Okay.
Who were you coached by growing up in Little League before you got to high school? Who were you coached by?
John Duncan Jr., John Duncan Sr., and Dave Copeland.
Okay.
And our father too. Yeah.
Who was John Duncan Sr.? Who was Dave Copeland to our dad?
His boys.
They were Lodge brothers. They were boys. They knew each other from back in the day. They grew up together. So in essence, you were playing Little League ball for 6 years, midget, fall fry, and bantam. You were playing Little League ball with your dad and his buddies.
Right. Okay.
And every kid on that team
had some type of tie to those guys, yeah. Because we came from a small town.
Okay.
Right.
So I sit Mason down. I go, okay, bud, let's talk about this. But you're playing varsity basketball as a freshman. But you're playing varsity soccer as a freshman.
Uh-huh.
But you were on cross country, okay? Prior to this year, when you started playing varsity sports, you were playing Little League sports. And the difference in Little League sports and varsity sports is that Little League sports, the coach is volunteering his time.
I was just about to say that. These coaches in high school getting paid a salary. They have to earn it. They have to win.
I said, Mason, the coaches that you're playing for now eat based upon your performance.
Right. Uh-huh.
And if you don't perform, Mason, if you don't perform, if you don't do a good job, he doesn't get to feed his family because he gets fired.
Right.
Last year, Brookstone fired the football coach. I said, but Mason, what happened to the football coach last year? Mm-hmm. He got fired, Dad. I said, okay, the new guy that's coming in, how's he doing right now, Mason? He's only lost 2 games, Dad. We're probably going to make it to lower state, if not state. I said, okay, Mason, before the coach got fired, did everybody like that coach? No, nobody liked that coach, Dad. Mason, do you know why? Yeah, he was losing. Okay, how about this guy now, Mason? Do they like this new coach now? Everybody loves him, Dad. Well, why, Mason? Oh, because he's winning. I said, okay. But in varsity sports, these coaches are not your friend.
Right.
I need to remind you of one thing, Mason. Y'all have morning workouts on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday where they want you to be there between 6:45 and 7 o'clock. Y'all have had 6 of them. You have missed 2, and you have been late to the other 4 because you don't get your butt out of the bed.
Right.
Mason, the coach don't like you.
Right.
Mason, you are going to take food off the coach's table because you have been late or haven't shown to morning workouts 2 times, and you've been late 4 times. Mason, why do you think he's going to be nice and cheer you on and be supportive and be your friend?
Right.
And immediately he looks up at me and goes, "You're right."
Right.
I said, "Bud, the difference in Little League sports and varsity sports is all of your Little League coaches are cool with me. We golf together, and they are volunteering to do that job.
Right.
But your coaches now, moving forward for the rest of your life, if you don't perform or if you don't do good at what you're supposed to be doing for them, they may not eat. They've got homes, they've got cars, they've got insurance, they've got kids, they got jump offs, they got trap. I didn't mean to say that. But it costs these guys if y'all don't perform.
Right.
So yeah, bud, you're a freshman on a varsity team and you haven't shown up, bud. The coach is not going to be your friend. He's going to yell. He's going to curse. He needs to do whatever he has to do to make sure you don't cut his bread.
Right. There's one
do
more
you
thing.
Understand?
Right.
Did I do right? Did I say right?
Yeah, absolutely. But I was going to add, and maybe you said this and just forgetting to tell us, one more thing you should add to that sermon is he's probably getting pushed around because he's playing against sophomores, seniors, juniors, and seniors, right?
Right. Yeah,
you have to tell him by the time he's a senior and he's going through 4 years of getting pushed around by upperclassmen, he's going to dominate. It's not fun when you're getting pushed around because he hadn't filled out. His body hadn't filled out yet. He's lighter. So they're probably pushing him around.
But
if he can play with these guys, by the time he gets to be a senior, he's going to do the pushing.
Right. I
Tell
said,
him that too.
All of my varsity coaches were my best friends because I came in day one with an attitude that would not be denied. I was going to start, I was going to play, and I was going to contribute. I was early to everything. I was stronger than everybody. I was faster. I wanted that work. But I bet you're walking around the weight room, the locker room, and the basketball court like you've been walking around this house the last 2 weeks.
Like a sad
slumped over, head down. Yeah, you're not inviting him to like you with the attitude you're portraying right now.
And I'm going to say this too. The difference between high school and college, to me, it wasn't as bad as the difference from going from JV to varsity.
I agree.
When I got to varsity, I was getting my ass kicked every day. Them boys still tell stories about how I used to get my ass bust every day. When I got to college, it wasn't as big of a jump from high school to college as it was from the 10th grade to the 11th grade. When I got to varsity, it was grown man football.
Hey, man, the new kid on the block is not going to be like, you got to make your way. You got to make your way by being dedicated, by being early, by looking them in the eye, by putting forth effort, by being encouraging. You got to play the game if you want that guy to smile at you. Until you play the game, he don't give a damn about you.
Yeah.
He wants to go on as a matter of fact.
Tell him to see it through, man. Just tell him to see it through. Yeah. Matter of fact, do you make your kids learn poems and stuff? My kids can recite several poems.
Yeah.
Excuses.
You're right.
Discipline. They can tell them to learn excuses, man. Tell them to learn excuses. Tell them to learn see it through.
Make these learn these poems. If see it through. Bridge to Arjuna. Okay. All right.
You're up against some trouble. Meet it squarely face
to face. Lift your chin and set your shoulders. Plant your feet. Take a brace. We can do it all day.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We can do it all day.
Let's do it all day. Let's do it all day.
Hey, thank you for your time, man. I appreciate that.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, sir. You go ahead.
No, man. That's inspirational, man. And
being a dad is a full-time job, and these kids are soft as doo-doo. It's different now.
I told Mason
in Little League, we got our ass busted because my dad gave all the coaches permission to punch me, grab me, push me, yell at me, spit on me. I mean,
not spit on you.
Dave spit on us all the time because he had chewing tobacco in his mouth.
But he didn't mean to do it. We just wiped up and kept it moving.
He was doing it.
Hey, we got to go to break. Shree. We got to go to break. When we get back, we got a bunch of announcements for you. Don't go away. 2 Live Student Experience.
Appreciate you, Shedrick Jones. You the man, dog.
Go ahead, Tree.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance. Every workout.
Hey, ho! Welcome back to your boys, the Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews Experience. Your Thursday morning Live Stews Experience. DPR, Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in Detroit. The Sports Rap Network is in the building.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the great Eric Dickerson.
Yeah, it is a Throwback Thursday as well. Thank you for joining your boys.
Oh, rest in peace, Humpty Hump.
There's a lot more dancing in the end zone back in the day, too, as well.
Well, yes.
The league has kind of come down on that type of thing, right? I still see guys doing little celebration, end zone celebration dances, not like Billy White Shoes Johnson and some of those cats we saw in that video coming back just now.
At one point in time, the league had shut all that stuff down. But recently, guys are back to doing it. They can't gyrate more than 2 pumps, because if they gyrate more than 2 pumps, it's a flag.
Right.
So now a lot of guys are mocking the pumping rule when they get to the end zone. But yeah, man, it's a whole different type of celebration these days.
All right, listen, a bunch of things I need to throw out there.
I got a lot of stuff to talk about today, too.
Today is Throwback Thursday, and it's also, guess what it is, man?
What is today, sir?
It's offering time.
Oh, Giving Thursday. That's awesome.
It's a Giving Thursday. If you'd like to donate to the show, look to the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a dollar symbol. Click on that and donate $1, $5, $500, whatever you like. You can do it if you're watching.
Everybody ain't like brother man. Everybody ain't like brother man. Okay.
And
shout out to your
brother
man. No, they can't. They possibly. I couldn't be like brother man. Shout out to you, brother man.
Also, if you look down, if you're watching the replay of the show, look down at the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a heart symbol. Click on the heart symbol, and you can donate after the show as well. Hit like, share the show. Please share the show with your network. Coming up a little bit later, we've got the entertainment report done by our girl.
The Fly Girl will be in the building.
Arlie in here today, but our old school.
Well, you know where Arlie is, right?
She's doing something for, working. Like
she's on the set of Beyond the Gates filming another episode, sir.
Yes, for her. Good for her. So we got our old school entertainment reporter coming in, the Fly Girl. Top 5 results, last 48. Wait, let's back up. Top 5 results. Last 48. And I forgot about Brother Carson with the 5th down. He's coming in to talk about the 5 biggest stories coming up this weekend in the world of the NFL.
So many things to talk about. I have to tell y'all about a doc that I watched last night that was absolutely fantastic. Okay. The Being Eddie doc, which is the documentary about Eddie Murphy, including Eddie Murphy, is absolutely fantastic.
Which channel? Which streaming service?
It's on Netflix. Right. And it is worth the hour and a half of viewing pleasure that it provides. It is good.
So wait a minute. It's just going over his life, talking about his life?
Yes. Going over his life, where he is now, what he's doing now. A lot of it is filmed in his home, which is probably one of the nicest cribs I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've been in a bunch of nice ones. Eddie's crib is like a 5-star hotel, but it's all his.
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, Eddie Murphy. Great documentary if y'all have time this weekend or sometime in the future to watch.
Okay, all right. Couple of news and notes from the world of the NFL. A couple little things we need to touch upon. Injuries in the NFL. Travis Hunter is done, sir. He is done. Garrett Wilson, wide receiver for the New York Jets, is injured right now. He's going to be out 3 to 4 weeks. Marvin Harrison Jr. is injured right now. And the last big story I want to touch upon is
wait, don't move on. Don't move on. Stay with the injuries real quick.
Okay. No, I wasn't going to move on. Go ahead.
Okay. But then if you wasn't going to move on, go ahead and continue.
I was just mentioning, I want to make sure that we talk about what's going on with the New York Giants real quick.
Okay, definitely.
And Reggie's probably going to come in, and we might even get into it a little bit more, but just your thoughts on all of those topics.
You mentioned Travis Hunter being out, sir. It made me think about his overall production prior to this knee injury. He had a little less than 300 yards receiving, had 1 touchdown receiving, had a few tackles, didn't have any interceptions. So in my eyes, the first half of his rookie year wasn't very productive. So it made me think about the rookies that have been drafted and the success rate of said rookies. Sir, in my eyes, I'm not going to say Travis Hunter's a bust, but he hadn't moved my needle or meter when it comes to, ooh, look at Travis Hunter.
God, Shree, I wish you could put that back up there. Rel Scott said something I wanted to mention, but go ahead.
Neither has Rel says Travis has a focus on one position, his body. Well, I agree. I agree with Rel, and we talked about this a while back. They need to sit Travis down and say, hey, man, we want you in this room full time for now. What room do you want to be in full time? But the double duties is killing his overall production.
Yeah, he's a great player, man. And I kept mentioning this throughout his senior year at Colorado, his Heisman Trophy campaign. That kid from the waist down is light in the ass. He got real skinny legs. And then coming to the NFL, playing both sides of the ball, all of those snaps, long term, it just wasn't good. I didn't expect it to happen and to have an issue in his first year. There's no way he could have done this 2, 3, 4, 5 years in a row. But I think what Jacksonville has to do now going forward when he comes back, and they say he's going to come back fine. When he
done
comes
for the
back,
year, but he'll be back fine.
He's done for the year, which isn't good in itself. To be done for the year at this point in the season where they got 7 more games is not a good signal. It's a red flag. But, sir, he is slight from the waist down. He got real skinny, long legs, and I just don't know how that's going to work long term, especially playing both sides of the ball.
Well, I think he was efficient at both positions. However,
so you see this from Triple Platinum Batman. Hunter got 100 yards receiving last week. When he comes back, he's definitely focusing on wide receiver and not defensive back, right?
Well, his defensive back skills, he wasn't in position to make any plays all season when I watched games. I watched him play 4 games. And clearly, mentally, he's not where he needs to be in a position to make plays at that position. So, I think they got to either make him stay in one room for now or tell him he's going to stay in one room for now. But the point I wanted to make by bringing him up is Ashton Gentry, and Cam Ward.
That's another one. Go ahead.
And Cam Ward. All 3 of them very early draft picks, and all 3 of them have left a lot to be desired in my eyes when it comes to their rookie season so far to date.
Yeah, Gentry, remember there was this back and forth about who should win the Heisman, Gentry or Hunter? And I was saying that Hunter should have won it easily because of the production, because of the dynamic play that he has and had on the field. And Gentry really just didn't. He was playing for Boise, and they played in that conference. And I really didn't see anything to say that this guy's going to be like one of the great all-time running backs. And he's really not doing a lot out there in Oakland, man. I mean, you're a Raiders fan. What do you think?
I've watched 7 or 8 games for the Raiders. He's had signs or glimpses of positivity or productivity, but he's left a lot to be desired. It makes me wonder if it's the Raiders franchise and their O-line or their quarterback. I mean, they can stack the box how Geno's been playing. You know, Geno's been terrible. He's been one of the worst performing quarterbacks this season. So if you can stack the box on an offensive line that's not the best, on a team that's trying to find their way, or first a new head coach, rookie running back, if you can stack the box, it's got to be tougher to run, but he has left a lot to be desired, and so has Cam Ward.
And the last story that I threw out there was the Jets firing Brian Daboll. What's your thoughts? Too early, too late? Did you see anything to say that he should have kept the job? I mean, just in general, if they fire Brian Daboll, head coach of the New York Giants.
In his first season in 2022, Dude led the franchise to a 9-7-1 record, a wild card victory in the postseason. We thought that was what it was going to be. That was the Giants' first playoff appearance or win since 2012. That early success, in my mind, probably set him back. Sir, his overall record is roughly 20-40-1. He has
20-40-1?
He's been sub 500 every season since the first season when he went 9-7-1. The one playoff win is all he's got. The Giants have lost multiple games after having 10-point leads or greater with being in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So the Chicago Bear game, as a matter of fact, the last 4 games, they were up in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
They've got the talent in Jackson Dart, who's now injured. He keeps getting these concussion checks. He keeps going to the blue tent. And Brian Daboll, his quarterback guru self, as well as head coach, keeps calling design runs for Jackson Dart.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't do that. Yes, sir, it was time for him to go. And word on the street to Giants fans that may not have heard this, you know who they're talking about may be the leading candidate to get that job?
No, who?
Mike McCarthy, former Dallas Cowboys, former Green Bay Packer coach.
Yeah, I don't like that type of stuff, man.
He's a Super Bowl winning coach. He went 12-5 3 years in a row when his quarterback was healthy in Dallas.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't like the whole thing about reusing these coaches, man, getting opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Because that doesn't give other new coaches and new innovative ideas and, new philosophies and opportunity, especially talking about black coaches as well. But it is what it is at this point.
What's the black coach that was with Miami? He's now the defensive coordinator in Minnesota.
Can't call his name, but I know you're talking about.
I can't think of his name. Somebody throw it in the chat room here real quick. Would you be fine with him getting the Giants job?
Yes.
Why? He's a retread.
No, but he shouldn't have lost his job in the first place down in Miami. That's a little bit different situation because not only should he have not been fired down in Miami, but he did a good job when he was down there.
Brian
so somebody
Flores.
like that needs another opportunity. Brian Flores.
Unbelievable. Stu 42. Thank you very much, Brian Flores. Javon 3300. Thank you very much. So you're okay with brothers getting retreaded, but not colonizers?
Absolutely, because they've been taking advantage of it forever.
Okay,
but in this particular question, this particular case, Flores definitely deserves another opportunity. Now, he's probably been blackballed behind the scenes because, of obvious situation. I think he actually sued the Miami Dolphins or sued the NFL or something like that. He's definitely going to get blackballed to some degree.
I think not only did he sue the Miami Dolphins, I think he sued them and they settled out of court.
Yeah.
So I think he beat them in a lawsuit.
I would love to see him get another job, but they hold grudges. Billionaires hold grudges. Billionaires don't want to be shown up and proven to be biased to some degree or whatever the case may be.
Sir, with the draft that the New York Giants had, Scatterboo, Jackson Dart, the Abdul kid from Penn State, all 3 of those guys making plays, there's potential on that defense and on that offense. The Giants should be doing better. And when you go into fourth quarters for an entire month being up, you can't allow a team like the Denver Broncos that's got a second-year quarterback to score 33 on you in the fourth quarter to beat you. So, yeah, Daboll had to go, and it was right to fire him. We'll see who they ultimately end up hiring.
I realized I had this scheduled to talk about a little bit later, but we might as well get to it right now. Other NFL news. We didn't get a chance to talk about the comeback against the Giants by the Chicago Bears that basically is the reason why Daboll got fired. Your boy Caleb Williams, man. He's starting the ball.
Yeah.
Come from behind win against the Giants. Had a 17-yard touchdown run at the very end of the game to seal it. Right now, the Bears are 7-3 or 7-2, I think, right now. Bottom line is they are playing very good football. Caleb Williams is showing flashes of the Caleb Williams that they said when he was in college was the most gifted quarterback that came through college since Peyton Manning. I remember them saying that. Or what's the guy's name that played for Stanford? Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning. They're saying this guy was that skilled. He was that good when he was at the University of Southern California. And right now, he's got the Bears in like this new area that we haven't seen the Bears be in a long time.
Bears right now at 6-3.
6-3.
Caleb this past weekend had 220 yards passing, 20 for 36, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. 20 for 36 isn't great, but it's not bad when you find a way to win the game. And when it comes to rushing, he had an 8-yard average this past weekend, running the ball 8 times for 63 yards and ran the ball into the end zone for the go-ahead touchdown that ultimately allowed them to win the game. Caleb is balling, and I contribute that to his offensive-minded head coach and Ben Johnson, former offensive coordinator from the Detroit Lions.
Yep. He's got a cannon. He's starting to mix in his athletic ability and running a little bit more, because I think he was more so on the side of a drop back pocket passer quarterback. But he's got some athletic ability, and he's starting to use it more in those situations where he absolutely should. Ball awards to him.
He's not retreating back into the rush anymore. When the rush approaches, he's not continuing to run back and do those pirouettes he used to do, losing 12 to 15 yards. Now he's stepping up into the pocket. Now he's throwing it away. Or now he's just eating the sack.
Mm-hmm.
And that's huge for a young quarterback, man. Shouts out to Caleb Williams, man. He's balling. He's playing good ball.
Couple more NFL stories we're going to touch upon. We're going to touch upon the Falcons a little bit later. And also A.J. Brown. Matter of fact, we're probably going to get into that with Reggie coming up here next with the fifth down.
Let me say something about A.J. real quick before we get out of here. I couldn't be more disappointed. That's all I want to say. I couldn't be more disappointed by that YN's attitude when it comes to how A.J. Brown is acting in Philadelphia.
We're going to get into it next with Reggie Carson on the fifth down. Don't go away. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews. Two Live Stews Experience.
Hey, you're getting out early, huh? That's awesome. It's usually, remember, there's 37 is a minute early, but it's supposed to be 18. It's okay. You do you. Do you, man. It's okay. Maybe after you get out early than late.
Right.
Listen, I played in the NFL. I've taken enough shots to last a lifetime. And let me tell you this. Taking a shot just to lose weight, that's not a smart play. That's why I roll with Brain IQ. The all-natural weight chews cut cravings, boost metabolism, and sharpen focus. No needles, no chemicals, no crash. Just results you can chew on. And Brain IQ is not just about weight chews. They've got a full lineup of all-natural products to keep your mind sharp, your body fueled, and your health on point. Skip the needles, choose natural. Order now. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/1LiveStew. Brain IQ Chews. Smart, natural, built for results. We got to welcome into the doghouse none other than our dear frat brother Reggie Carson.
Hey, yo.
What up, Q? Hey, what up, bro? How you?
You don't even have to stand up, bro. I love the jersey, Q. I love it.
It's a special one. As you know, Founders Day week is here. We're going to have Founders Day coming up next week. I was like, let me go ahead and throw something on for Founders Day. This is a little bit different.
Uh-huh.
You see it, you think it's LSU. It is LSU, but look at the year.
7 Buzzing House.
7, fall of 1987, City State University.
Yeah, Reggie pledged in 1987. That's dope, bro. That's real dope. How you doing, Q?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Yes, that's what I am. Stupendous.
Yeah, that's great. Listen, man, we have you on every week on Thursday, Throwback Thursday, to talk some football. The NFL, you're a contributor to Fox Sports for many years, had your own show. And so we want to kind of pick your brain a little bit about what you're looking forward to in the NFL this week. Let's start out with story number 5.
Story number 5, the age-old question. We always talked about age in the National Football League. If you turn, I don't know why it is, and look, these guys know everything about football, but if you turn 30 years of age, your productivity tends to start to go and decline down. In the past, however, now you got Trent Williams, got Lane Johnson, Travis Kelce, Devontae Adams, Matthew Stafford, TJ Watt, Eric Henry. These guys are balling out of control over the age of 30. I don't know what they're doing. Well, we know what's going on with Derrick Henry because he's like a freak of nature. But these guys are playing past their prime and balling out of control.
Bruh, very great point, valid information.
Great observation,
and I've got the answer to the situation. Bro, they're not banging their bodies up anymore.
Okay.
These teams aren't doing two-a-days in the preseason during the summer when it's hot, the dog days of summer. They're going early practices in the morning, and then they'll go evening sessions where they do walkthroughs and watch film. These teams, when they've got vets that are 10 years or older, are not allowing these vets to work as hard as the younger kids. So the league has learned how to preserve the body of these players, which is allowing the older players in the league to have more longevity, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, what they're doing is they're cutting out preseason games and replacing them with real games, making more money, less stress and wear and tear. Like, what's the policy right now on two-a-days? And I know this is a question I'm just throwing out there. Like, do they do 2 weeks or 3 weeks or two-a-days now, or how many do they actually do?
They don't do consecutive days of two-a-days anymore. And when they do a Monday two-a-day, then a Wednesday two-a-day, then a Friday two-a-day, the Monday two-a-day will be at 6 a.m. where they'll hit. And the two-a-day in that same evening on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is no pads. It's like a glorified walkthrough.
Right.
We had a full month of Monday through Saturday two-a-days in Detroit, Saginaw, Michigan. That's not good for your freaking body.
In high school as well. High school and college.
Yeah,
It was at least 2 weeks of two-a-days. And it might have been more, but I know it was at least 2 weeks, two-a-days in South Carolina in August, 102, 103 degrees, 100% humidity. Yeah, that's crazy.
The concussions have changed how they approach football now, and that has allowed these players to be able to preserve their bodies tremendously.
Yeah, and then two-a-days were a monster. And you remember when your coach would scratch his head, get pissed off, and he would yell out one word that you didn't want to hear.
The Oklahoma drill.
If a coach does Oklahoma now, you're going to jail if you do the Oklahoma drill now.
Oh, my God.
You don't think they do Oklahoma anymore?
Hell no.
So Oklahoma drill is basically in a couple of different forms. You line a defensive player up against an offensive running back or whatever, and they just run at each other. Simple as that.
If you were messing up and the coach got pissed off, it was one word you didn't want to hear, especially at 165 pounds. The one thing I didn't want to hear was that word. And they would just throw you out there, and you might be out there with an O lineman. You might be out there with a fellow D lineman. Man, you didn't want to hear that word.
You didn't want to hear Oklahoma.
You didn't want to hear Oklahoma.
Trust me, I know. Playing running back. All right, story number 4, team.
Look, man, the trade deadline came and went, and we were happy with what transpired. Nobody was more happy than myself and what happened in the 215. The Philadelphia Eagles got a pass rusher. Phillips from Miami, baby. He came out there to ball, and the great thing about him on his side, speculation is that he's going to get a huge payday in free agency. Now, hopefully Philadelphia will get some compensation picks if he does leave, and we got this rental player, but what a rental player he was. He was balling out of control on Monday Night Football.
I love Philadelphia being active in addressing needs at this point in the season. Their record is good. They've won a Super Bowl, but like your boy Howie is just stacking up assets to try to make another run for the Super Bowl. A lot of teams don't do a lot of things when they have these opportunities to trade and make the team better. They just like, okay, we're going to stand pat. The Eagles go for it. I love it.
God, country, Howie Roseman.
Right.
Bro, are you a fan of Monday Night Football games that total 13, 17 points? Or are you a guy that wants to see more scoring, Reggie?
Yeah, man. Look, the Eagles won the game. It was a defensive game. Now they had some long drives, and they obviously Jalen fumbled the ball on like the 12-yard line. They had some long drive after like a 7-minute drive. So you're going to have that happen in the National Football League. The guys are punching the ball out. I'm okay with it. As long as your team gets a W, that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Absolutely.
And that leads into my third topic that I have this week, and that's in the 215. A.J. Brown, baby. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Your team is winning. Your team won a Super Bowl. You got your bag, and I understand he's frustrated. I think he sees, gold jacket tendencies and the ability to get a gold jacket, and now he's being hindered from that. I don't know what it is that's going on in the head of AJ. He's definitely wide receiver diva, and now he's just causing up a little bit of a stink up in Philadelphia.
So for people that don't know the story, he was on a podcast or something, and one of the the host or caller.
He was on a Twitch feed talking to one of his friends.
Right. And basically threw out there, if you got me as a fantasy player on your team, you need to cut me. You need to get rid of me. Basically saying throwing a shot at the play calling, the offensive coordinator, that he's not getting the ball enough, which has been his gripe the last couple of years. Here's my thing on this, and I've said it before, and you said it. We said it in text, bruh, us three yesterday. You're winning. You would have a right to say something if you weren't winning. But if you're winning, you have to shut up. You cannot make and be the verbal person out there throwing out shots and trying to look out for your numbers. And here's the other part about that. I don't think teams flag him for not having a bunch of productions because they watch what the Eagles are doing. I think that he's valued by most teams as one of the top 5 receivers in the game. So
everybody in the world knows that the last 4 years, no one has ran the ball more than the Philadelphia Eagles. What AJ is overlooking is the fact that he's 28 years old. He's just signed a 3-year, $96 million deal in 2024, and $84 million of that deal is guaranteed. If he shuts his mouth, plays his position, and do the best that he can sign another 3 to 5 year deal with someone else that will give him more catches or throw him the ball more. He is destroying his opportunity to get an even bigger bag in the future, and it's really pissing me off.
Look. The guy's getting double teamed. On that side of the field, he's gonna command, because of who he is, he's gonna command 2 people usually throughout the majority of the game, which is freeing up Devontae. So he's still a weapon. He's still A.J. Brown. I just, it's something going on with his decision making, and he's wanting to run his mouth. And I understand the frustration by him, but keep your mouth shut, A.J.
Right. Absolutely.
Right.
Think about it.
Sink ships.
So he's replacing the fact that he doesn't have as much production as he thinks he should have to being labeled a malcontent. You see what I'm saying? So he's hurting himself on the free agent market or whenever that comes around. Anyway, it's just ridiculous to me, man.
And remember, this is the same player that last year spent some time on the sideline during a National Football League game reading a freaking book.
Which was crazy.
What you got for that second down, Q?
Hey, man, I don't know if people are really paying attention. We talk about the Colts a lot, but let's talk about their owner, their new owner, Carly Ursay Gordon, and what she's doing. First of all, she's a fashion plate out there, what she's going out there with. But I love the fact that she's mic'd up, she's listening to what's going on, and she says, look, if you're going to be informative, if you're going to lead a franchise, you need to know what the hell's going on. You need to know what the coaches are saying. You need to know what the players are doing. It helps you make a better informed decision. She's not sitting up in the box, guys. Mm-hmm. She's on the field. Mm-hmm. Let's shout her out.
Yeah, you're right. I like it. And a lot of people used to call me like some type of
male chauvinist.
A male chauvinist or whatever. That's not the case. I just keep it real. But I like it because most situations like this where a female was the owner and general manager or whatever, you think that they're just faking, that they're, they really don't know football. She's probably grown up around the game her entire life, been included in some of the meetings and heard her dad talk about, the game and the team and the business. So I don't have a problem with it. I like it. It's pretty cool to see her down there on the sidelines.
Let's say on the other shoe or other foot, however I'm supposed to say that, what if it wasn't her and it was Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones on the sideline with a headset? How would y'all feel about that?
Well, if it was Jerry being Jerry, it would probably be a little bit more of an issue with Jerry being Jerry. But look, I shout her, look, it's a modern day any given Sunday. I mean, she's in the locker room. It's straight out of Hollywood what she's doing.
Yeah, and they're probably going to make a movie about it at some point as well. You're right.
Especially if they win the damn Super Bowl this year, like they're on pace to do, because they're playing good football. And when you've got a running game, you can do a whole lot in the National Football League. They've got the best running game in the NFL.
Feed the ball to 28, and it will go.
Number one story, team.
The number one story I have, with all the NFL MVP talk about Drake May, and well-deservingly so. Drake May has been playing outstanding ball in this year. We have to talk about the Patriots' defense. Now, their defense quietly is having one of the most improved units that the league is seeing this year. And, I wanted to ask the students whether or not they believe it's the Pats defense or is it Drake May? What you say?
In my humble opinion, Dover, the defense is doing great. Vrabel's a defensive guy, but when you got a second-year quarterback that 8 out of 9 games has 100-plus passer rating with not really no number one wide receiver. They've got Diggs, but he's still not a dignified number one. You've got to give that guy a lot of the credit. But I'm not knocking your defensive call, Doug. What about you, Doug?
Absolutely, man. Vrabel's always, you mentioned it, Vrabel's always been known as a defensive-minded coach, played defense for the team, actually. They seem like they're kind of shadowing the Patriots teams that won all of those Super Bowls. They got strong defense. They got a quarterback not making errors. They'll run the ball on you as well. Things are looking up for the Patriots, man. There's no way around it.
Let me tell y'all a key to winning in the National Football League. Every single play, offensively and defensively, every player gets a grade. You either get a check or you get a minus. If your defense isn't a superior defense when it comes to personnel, but 12 out of 12 plays, you have no one on defense that has a minus, you can win ball games.
Mm-hmm.
You can win ball games. So they're playing sound defense. They're in position. They're not making mistakes. And that makes it tough on the offense because when there is a minus in the National Football League, the offense sees that minus immediately, and that's where the ball goes. That's where the play goes. New England's not making mistakes out there. Everybody's on the same page, and that's why that defense is playing so good.
And they got Buffalo trying to say, what the hell's going on? We're trying to catch up. This is supposed to be our division, our league, our year, and not so fast, my friend.
Yep. And listen, and also, and I've said this before, theoretically, if you got a superior defense and a lackluster offense, you still can win Super Bowls. We saw the Baltimore Ravens do it. We saw the Tampa Bay Buccaneers do it. Because guess what? The defense can actually score touchdowns.
No doubt.
The defense can put points up on the board, but if the defense stops the offense and they don't get any offensive touchdowns, your defense can win you a Super Bowl by itself.
And special teams can put your offense in a position by giving them a short field that will allow them to score. If you've got a quarterback or one of those offenses that you just alluded to, if you've got a quarterback that doesn't give the ball away, you can find ways to win because everybody on the field, every team, special defense or offense, can score the ball. It doesn't have to be the offense. Very good point, Doug.
Team, where are you at? I saw on your Facebook, you out of town? Where you at?
No, I'm back, baby. I'm back at the crib. I was in Turks and Caicos. But I'm back right now.
How was that?
Turks and Caicos, man.
Beautiful.
If you ever travel into a Caribbean island, you want something a little bit different, go to Turks and Caicos.
Yep.
So wait a minute,
were they beaches you'll ever see in Turks and Caicos?
Were they affected by the storm?
No, they were good. They were good. They're over to the right, a little bit further east. They avoided it.
That's what's up. Hey, team,
outstanding job, Dover.
Great stuff. Bro.
Hey man, it's Chargers, win.
Enjoy yourself, too. Enjoy yourself, too, bro. Outstanding job, Dover Dog. Give him another round of applause, Doug.
Reggie Carson joins us every Thursday with the Fifth Down. 5 biggest stories in the world of the NFL.
Every time Wifey and I have been to Turks and Caicos, she's been pregnant. So she's like, I don't want to go back there. Don't ever book another trip to go back there.
Damn.
Right. Every time we've been, she's been there while she's been pregnant. So she hadn't been able to drink and party and have fun. But it's a beautiful island, man. The waters are blue. You can walk up on a starfish, big-ass starfish just sitting on the beach or in the water. It's a beautiful place to be. Sharks, dolphins swim by. I mean, beautiful place.
Mm-hmm. One other story that I wanted to mention real quick in the NBA.
Hold on.
You're watching.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. You're right. Go ahead. You're right.
Well, she said
go.
Okay, right. So, and you're watching the 2 Live Stews experience. Mavericks fired Nico Harrison, general manager of the team. What's your thoughts on that? Real quickly, what's your thoughts on that?
I want to talk to you about what you think is going to happen when LeBron comes back sometime throughout the course of this show. But Nico had to go.
My stance
Luka is averaging 38, 9, and 9 right now. The Lakers are balling out of control, and the Dallas Mavericks and the player that they got for Luka ain't doing.
No, but hold on, and I didn't steal this from Charles Barkley, but he said the exact same thing I said about it. He didn't make he wasn't the final decision maker in that deal. That had to be signed off by the owner. Okay?
Yeah, I agree 100%, but the owner wasn't the one that suggested it.
Huh?
The owner probably didn't suggest that.
So because the owner because Nico suggested it and the owner said, yes, go ahead and do it, it's his fault?
Hey, man, it's got to be somebody's fault, and the owner's not going to eat it. The owner's not going to eat it.
Barkley said, and Barkley says he's got a good relationship with Nico. The bottom line is, man, they just had bad timing last year. So they make the deal for Kyrie. Kyrie comes over. He gets hurt. He's done for the year. You know, Anthony Davis is always in and out of the lineup because of injury. He's the 10 man.
He got hurt in the first game he played in, sir. He played a half and got injured the first game.
And if you think for a minute that he signed off on trading Luka Doncic to the Lakers without getting the full approval of the front office, you're nuts.
Sir,
that man has done a phenomenal job, I think. I don't think he should have been fired.
And he's got melanin in his skin. That's a problem.
Oh, yeah,
sir,
that's absolutely a problem.
Luka comes back 25 pounds down, averaging 38, 9 and 9. Yeah, you got to fire the guy that made that deal.
And listen, every time I think about that Luka trade to the Lakers, all I remember and think about is Fred and Bubba behind the house up to the window.
Hey, homie. Hey, again, before we get out of here and pay some bills and welcome in the beautiful fly girl in the next segment, I want your thoughts on LeBron James and what happens when he comes back. Not now. I want to do it again because he's now going to play some G League ball, which means he's back on the basketball court. And I'm curious to your thoughts about it again, and everyone needs to know.
I'm very clear about that. We got to find a deal for him. I'm sorry. But we can get more into it at some point later.
Yeah, let's do that later.
Fly Girl coming up next. Don't
Yes!
2 live foods.
Who's there with you? Come on,
The Fly Girl is in the...
y'all. Guys. I'm doing great. It's so good to see you guys, too.
You remember the Boogie Boys? Fly Girl?
I'm just excellent.
If you're new to the show, a.k.a. the Fly Girl, used to be one of our entertainment reporters back in the day, and always great seeing you.
So great to see you, too.
Before we get into your report this morning, and thank you for filling in for us, is it okay for me to mention what I asked you last night about your location?
Yes.
Okay. So, Doug, did you know that the Fly Girl is no longer downtown Atlanta? Did you know that the Fly Girl is no longer right outside of Atlanta? Did you know that the Fly Girl is in a different time zone?
What time zone are you in?
I'm in Dallas. I'm in Central.
What? How long have you been in Dallas? I didn't know you left the 8.
Yes, since last year.
Okay. How's it going for you? Well, what was the reason? If you can get into it.
Well, for work. And also my family is here. My mom lives here now. My sisters lived here for many years. So now we're all back together.
So, man, that's a big change. Leaving from Atlanta, leaving from the A, piece up, A's down. Leaving from the A to move to Dallas. How's that transition been? Because there's 2 very different cities. Now, if you were moving to Houston, I would be like, Houston ain't much different than Atlanta.
Houston might be a little too lit for me.
Right. Dallas is very, very...
Dallas is perfect, though, because I just enjoy being around my family. The weather is fantastic. I do miss the A and all of my friends there, so it's always going to be a lot of love for the A-Town.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Well,
good stuff.
I'm in Dallas once or twice a year, Fly Girl. I'll look you up and take you for a meal when I come back through there.
Okay, we're going to the most expensive place.
It's all good. You deserve it, Fly Girl. You deserve it. All right, let's get into your report, Fly Girl.
Well, I want to talk about Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson first, because, of course, I'm in Dallas, and Klay Thompson plays for the Mavericks, and he's been benched.
Yeah, production has just been shot. And a lot of people are attributing it to him and Meg Thee Stallion, right?
I mean, but what do you guys think about that? Do you really think that a woman has that much of an influence on how you play?
Well, he's been kind of, I can't come up with a better term than over the hill. Like, his game has been going down the last couple. That's why Golden State let him go. That's why they made the deal for him. What do you think, man?
I think that if you're looking at this on the sideline when you're trying to play basketball, it's going to be hard to get that ball to go through the hoop. That's what I think. Yeah.
Well, he's been averaging about 26.7% from 3 points, the 3-point line. So that's a big part of his game. So that's a problem. And he's been averaging about 7.4 points a game, which
not good.
That's terrible. But what I really don't like about it is that everybody's blaming Meg, because on the other side of the coin, people are really happy for Meg that she's dating him.
Right.
Listen, Fly Girl, I'm not sure if you've ever ridden a horse, Fly Girl, but it takes a lot out of you, okay? And if you're a basketball player playing basketball in the NBA, you got to have your legs underneath you. But if you're riding a stallion every night, all night, you just don't have the energy or the legs that you need to be the player that you need to be for them people in Dallas. I'm sorry.
Which I've said this many, many times before in talking about Miss Stallion. You do know a stallion is a male horse, right?
Well, yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. But you.
But wait, why do we do that though? Why do we use that word in those terms? Well, because she ain't the first person that we said a voluptuous woman, black woman in particular, is a stallion. Like, how did we make that connection? A male horse with a fine woman.
What do you call a female horse?
I don't know. I know it's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. What?
Well, it sounds better calling it a stallion.
What, a mare?
A mare. That's what ours is. It's a mare. Exactly.
A mare. Yeah. What sounds better? I'm hanging out with a mare, or I'm hanging out with a stallion.
Stallion.
Anyway.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I'm neither here nor there. It's all good.
And Rel Scott says it's a filly.
Well, they always post on social media, which I think when you put your relationship out there like that, that can be problematic. They do food reviews together, and I think it's really cute, but you're always going to have people that are haters and just don't want to see that.
And not only that, Fly Girl, no one can play forever.
It's a mare. A filly, I think, is a baby horse.
Yeah, that's younger. Yeah.
No one can play forever. He had an incredible career with Golden State where they depended on him.
Is he a Hall of Famer? Is he a Hall of Famer right now? Forget what he's done since he's been in Dallas.
He's one of the best shooters ever in the game.
Sir, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no question.
You didn't have to take a second or two to think about it. Yeah,
well, I wanted to give you a reason why. I can take as long as I want, you bully. Okay. Stop bullying me before I
go ahead. Go ahead. Give me the reason why.
Well, again, he's outside of Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, and Steph Curry. He's one of the best shooters ever in the history of the game. So, yes, he's first ballot and instantly going in when his time is up.
All right, what else?
Well, I'm just hoping that they stay together because I like to pull for love.
Right, me too. I like to pull for love too.
In other news,
he's a man scoring, Fly Girl. He's a man.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was a studio audience. It was a studio audience.
In other news, Diddy's release date has been pushed back. And
further?
Well, by a little bit, yes, because he's been caught with a few infractions since he's been moved to Fort Dix in New Jersey. And they found that he was making three-way calls that were unauthorized. So technically what that means is that when you make a call from the prison, you're not supposed to be able to add a call to that call. So three-way calls, totally out because they try to use that to protect people from witness tampering and, creating further crimes to other people.
I've always wondered about this. Let me ask the question. You might be thinking the same thing.
Let's see.
A call that a prisoner makes outside the jail, is it listened to 100% by authorities?
It's recorded.
No. So why would he do that? He said, I read the story. He said he didn't know that he couldn't do that.
That's not true because he got in trouble for it before.
He did?
At the other jail.
Oh, my God.
Because that's why the judge said, we're not going to give you bail because you're tampering with witnesses. And that's why he did it on three-way calls.
Oh, okay.
And I think, and my girl, please correct me if I'm wrong, when he makes his call, not only are they able to listen to the call, they also can see the number and they know who he's calling. However, if the person he calls someone else, then they don't have a record or a number for that person that's been called on the three-way call.
Exactly. So that's one of the infractions. And then another infraction was that he was caught drinking what we call hooch.
What?
Also known as toilet wine.
Wait a minute. So what was the name of the TV show? Oz? You remember Oz? They used to make the liquor in the toilet. They call it toilet what?
Yes, it's called toilet wine as well. And here's what's in it. It's fermented Fanta. So we already know that means mold. And also sugar, apples. And it's something that they do to it that makes it have sort of the effect of moonshine.
Wow. I'm glad I don't know anything about that. I ain't going to jail for nobody. Under no circumstances.
Speaking of
What's
moonshine,
even crazier about that is he's in the drug and alcohol program.
Right. Right. That was one of the things that
I
he wanted to
forgot
get
about
help.
that.
Right. Wow.
So
12.
not a good look. So he was originally supposed to get out in May of 2028, and now he'll be getting out in June of 2028 because they added.
It's just a month.
When you want to get out,
You want to get out. Yeah, you want to get out as soon as you can. And what happened, if you know, Fly Girl, I hate to put you in the spot like this. What happened to the leader of the free world, Mr. Orange Man himself, getting him out early? What happened to that? Is that now gone in the wind?
Well, I think that what he said was that he would take a look at it, and people just took that and ran with it to mean like, oh, he's going to do something. But I don't think that he can really do anything with that without looking like.
Right. Yeah.
Because they've had a few run-ins before.
Wow.
Fly Girl, before we let you go, you got any birthdays you want to share with us?
Or did you have any more stories? That's it? We good?
Yes, because
Okay,
I want to talk about these birthdays. It's some good ones. All right. So the first.
Wow.
That's one of the things Eddie Murphy talked about in his documentary, how he gave that speech during the Oscars a while back and talked about how blacks won't take a back seat, how we won't be the caboose, how we deserve this and deserve that. And he said prior to making the comments, I'll probably never win an Oscar where I am because of this comment I'm about to make, but I'm going to make it anyway. And then he said, well, it turns out that I've never won an Oscar. And he starts laughing up. Yeah, so I was telling everybody before you got it on, Fly Girl, make sure you check out the Eddie Murphy documentary, Being Eddie. It's a great documentary.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And he actually said that Robin Williams told him not to do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's fine without that damn Oscar. He's okay.
I think he did pretty good.
So Emmy is for what?
That's for television.
For television. Grammy is for music, right?
Music.
Okay. So what
movies?
Movies are Oscars, and then Tonys are for Broadway.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did that, Fly Girl.
And then we have another birthday. Jimmy Kimmel is 58.
Okay. Happy birthday, Jimmy Kimmel.
Happy birthday, Jimmy Kimmel. It's like you're not going to give Jimmy a round of applause like you gave Eddie? You be doing white people crazy, man.
Go ahead.
Well, I really give Jimmy Kimmel his flowers because he's one of the very few people that have stood up to, our current government.
Right.
So
right.
we got to give him some flowers, too.
He can come to the cookout, like they say today.
He's invited to the cookout.
Right.
He's hosted the Oscars 4 times. He's won 3 Primetime Emmys. And, he has a beautiful family. And I really think he's funny. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
He is very funny, Fly Girl. Fly Girl, is that your last birthday?
Rod Butler is also 56 today.
Who's Gerard Butler?
So he was in Gladiator. He was the main character in Gladiator. And
yeah.
Yes. And, he actually studied law, but he was in this really great movie recently called Den of Thieves. And I want everybody to go check it out because it also stars O'Shea, which is Ice Cube's son.
I saw that in the theater. It was pretty good.
Yeah. So check that out.
Did he star in, what was it? It was a warrior movie, a Greek movie.
Gladiator.
He was in Gladiator, but I think he was also the main, and 300, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah. That dude, I love him.
Yeah.
Great actor.
Spartacus.
Fly Girl, you're as beautiful as ever. Thank you for getting out of your bed early on CT time to spend some time with us. You did an outstanding job as you always do. We love you. Thank you, Fly Girl.
I love you.
That's the beautiful Tamara Gilliam, a.k.a. the Fly Girl, in the building with the 2 live stews. Outstanding job.
A little Boogie Boys background music and everything.
I get I get a little warm and fuzzy feeling whenever I see Fly Girl. She's one of your boy's best friends. I just love her to death. She's an amazing person.
Absolutely.
You're not listening to me. You're doing something else. What were you doing, Doug?
No, everything you said about Fly Girl is absolutely true. If you had to name all of our entertainment reporters, you think you could do it?
Every last one.
Okay, let's do it.
Fly Girl. Of course, Arlie Wood. Sergeant Sexy. Star. Light-skinned chick, little thin chick. What do we call the short one that only had like one that did one show?
I don't remember her at all.
Okay, yeah. she won the contest, and we got her out of there.
I don't think she even did a show though.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, she won the contest, and she was supposed to do a show, but she called on her first day to come in and said she couldn't make it, so we shook her down, and then Elle Duncan came.
Right. That's what I was about to tell, that little quick story. We have to tell these stories periodically because we get new listeners.
Right.
So we had a contest for our very first entertainment reporter. This young lady won it. Okay. And before the contest, they told them all the rules and what was going to be expected of them, this, that, the other, whatever.
Yep.
So she knew. She won the contest, was supposed to report in Monday, and called and said she couldn't do it. She couldn't get out of work. We like, did we tell you what you was going to have to do? So long story short, she called and said she couldn't make it. We was like, okay, you missed your first day. Don't come back. Don't call us back. You know, you're done. We'll go with this second person. You know who the second person was? Elle Duncan.
So think about how
is history.
Think about how that young lady feels today when she sees Elle Duncan on TV every day making a few $1 million.
When you have an opportunity, that's the greatest example of when you have an opportunity, you better take it. You better run with it.
A tree asked, was this a paid gig? The pay was everyone that left for bigger and better jobs making big money.
No, it wasn't no paid. It was Elle on ESPN every afternoon. That was the damn pay.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, look at God. Look at God.
Everybody that's been in bed with the Stews leave doing marvelous things.
You forgot one name, man, and I'm shocked you forgot this one.
Hold on.
You actually forgot several names. One of them I'm not going to remember.
Miss Mary.
There we go, Miss Mary.
Miss Mary was my girl.
She was the first entertainment reporter.
Boy, Miss Mary was outstanding. Everybody did a very good job.
Everybody we had was
they all
great.
left to do bigger and better things. And as a matter of fact, every time I see Tree, I think about all those ladies because I miss them so much.
What about, you forgot one other too?
I don't have another.
You and her didn't get along for that little short period.
Your mic is muted. It's perfect. Keep on talking, Tree.
What do those ladies have to do with me? I am the producer.
Just ignore him, Tree. Yeah. Just ignore him.
I liked all those ladies. That's what they have to do with you.
You forgetting one. You and her didn't get along. For whatever reason, I don't know. Well, you don't get along with a lot of people, it seems like. As far as
I
the
don't
show.
get along with bullies. Who, Doug? Tell me, who was it?
Trina the sports chick.
I forgot about Trina. You're right.
Trina the sports chick.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Trina. Oh,
all right, when we get back from the break, it's that time.
Oh,
we got to talk about the top 5 results. Yes.
I forgot about the great Jazzy, someone I really did like, and I forgot about Shoes, Naomi.
Shoes, Jazzy, that's right.
Yeah, two of my favorites. Two of my favorites.
Yeah. All right, so top 5 results when we get back, as well as Classic Stew. Don't go away. It's your boys. Yeah, top 5 results. Yes.
Shouts out to your Restic. Oh, Lady Simone. Man, we forgot about Lady Simone.
Nah, we really going to have to write down a list. All right, so if y'all in the chat room, type up all of the names that we missed as well.
I think that's it.
All right, we'll be right back. That's funny. Top 5, man. You actually did better than I thought you were going to do, though, man.
A cheater never wins, man. It's okay. A cheater never wins.
Hey! You know what it is. It's your girl, Arlen Michelle, your favorite cruise director for the Cruise with the Stews. Our first inaugural cruise, as you already know, is February 6th through the 9th. And you've decided to have your face in the place. But guess what? Your face going to be in a place with no room if you don't. Call me now. Call me. 678-632-2005. Or email me at sme.arleywood, ARLEwood@gmail.com. I need information for you. I can't get your stateroom if I don't know your birthday and your address and the person who's sitting in the room with you. Come on now, y'all. Call me now. Call me because I need to talk to you. Call me or email me. Either one works. I just need to talk. Come on. See y'all on the big water. But you might not be able to go if you don't call me. Okay?
I know that ain't full pads flag football. I would pull my kid off that immediately, bro. What is that? Whose idea was this? You need one.
He's right, sir. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews. Doug Stone Ron, so the makeup of those stews. This is your Two Live Stews experience. This is a Giving Thursday, and shouts out to the wonderful, beautiful city of Detroit. GPR Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in Detroit. Oh, Sports Rap Network in the building. We appreciate y'all being here.
Before we address that, let me make one announcement. Don't forget, we got the 2 Live Stews store, all right? Get 2 Live Stews merchandise, at shirts, yada, 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 to the number 2 livestewstore.com. Store.com. And also, if you need life insurance, hit your boy up. I got you covered. That's what I actually do in my daily life. 678-770-8073, and I can have you and your family more so protected by this afternoon. All right.
Sir, those kids had on full pads and a belt with flags on it, and they were not hitting. They were pulling flags while playing football. Please give me your take on that.
Second thought, we should have played that earlier when we were talking about two-a-days and all of that stuff. I don't know, man. I just don't know. You can't touch a quarterback. If you hit a wide receiver aggressively, you get fined. And now kids are dressed in full pads playing flag football.
My son came home discouraged last night because he has a coach that yells and fusses at him.
That's kind of what coaches do, is they yell and fuss.
And I didn't rip into him.
I know it took everything in your soul not to go off.
Sir, I went in the room 2 times and closed the door behind me and looked at his mom, and I said, "These kids are soft. These kids don't freaking get it." And then I opened the door back up. So Mason, listen, bud, I think you just need to stick it out. I think you need to show him that you're resolute. But yeah, man, sir, I've got this picture of a diamond before it's been heated up and pressurized, and it looks like a regular rock that's in your yard.
Mm-hmm.
And I often show this to people, mentees, other coaches, and I say, "Do you know what this picture is?" And they all say, "It's a rock." And I'm like, "No, this is actually what it is." And I show them the beautiful diamond. I said, "Do you know how that rock turned into this beautiful diamond? From heat, from pressure, from discomfort."
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, if you're dealing with the Bros or you're dealing with Prince Hall affiliated Masons, you learn that sometimes you got to heat things up to get it in its best form.
Yes, absolutely. A little heat never hurt anybody.
Nobody. You're not killing nobody. As a matter of fact, I'll pull the pictures up that I'm referring to. Sir, I sent this to my daughter's coach.
Uh-huh.
The parents at the soccer field, a lot of colonizers, they often talk about how tough he is on the kids and how he needs to be more gentle and be kind. No, if you're trying to get this out of this, it takes heat. It's not going to look like the diamond unless you put that pressure on it.
Yeah, and pressure. I was going to say that. Yeah, pressure too. Yeah.
So yeah, man, we're in a day and time right now where we are a soft society. People don't believe in hardcore values anymore.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, let's talk about this top 5. Speaking of heating ninjas up, so we did the top 5 artists / groups that haven't made it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, all in honor of Outkast, that haven't made it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame of all time. Tree, do you want to go ahead and show what our...
I meant to show Fly Girl my braids. I forgot to show her my cornrows.
And damn your braids. Let's talk about this top 5. Go ahead, Tree. You want to show the results and what Ryan had as his list and I had at my list? This is my list. This is the winning list, if you didn't know by now. Top 5 people groups who have not been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
You can't name one De La Soul song. Not one.
De La Soul, Mariah Carey, Potholes in My Lawn, sir. Wu-Tang Clan.
That's the only one you can name.
Eric B. and Rakim, and the great Rick James. I will bet you $100 that you did not know one Ella Fitzgerald song at all. There's no way you knew an Ella Fitzgerald song, and the people saw right through you. Put his list up, Tree, so people can see that he had Ella Fitzgerald on his list. Put it up, Tree. Yeah, this is his list.
You had Rick James.
When I saw Ella Fitzgerald, I knew it was a rap. It was closer than I thought. I will acknowledge that. But it was a rap.
Summertime and Cheek to Cheek are 2 of my favorite Ella Fitzgerald songs. You had Rick James at number 1 on your list.
Google it just now. We saw you type in.
You had you had Rick James on your list. In the Eddie Murphy documentary, he talks about how he went to Rick James's house to record one of his songs. You know, Eddie's got like five songs.
Is this the same story Charlie Murphy told?
No, not this one.
Okay.
But while he was there recording at Rick James's house, there was a bad snowstorm and he got snowed in. He said, yeah, here I am, an introvert, a guy that doesn't like to party, a guy that doesn't drink, a guy that doesn't smoke, a guy that doesn't do cocaine, and I get locked in Rick James's house for 2 weeks. He couldn't leave Rick James's house for 2 weeks.
Did he have that chick in the closet and was burning her with cigarette butts?
I don't think that happened.
Is that when he was there too?
I don't think while Eddie was there that happened. But yes, that is a true story. Rick James trapped women in his house and was literally had them tied and chained up and was burning them with cigarette butts, apparently.
From Javon 3300, I didn't want to vote. Doug had the slightly better list, but reading the order of the list was botched, which sounded fishy to me. Oh my gosh.
Who said that?
You buying the propaganda Ryan was preaching to y'all the other day?
Javon 3300. Don't Javon 3300.
Or he agreed with you. He agreed. He's agreed with your rhetoric.
No, he voted
about me
for
not
you,
put.
He voted for you.
No.
What did he say?
Bottom line.
Did you read what he said?
No, I didn't read it. I was talking about Rick James.
You didn't read it. Tree, that's fine. God. All I know is right now we're going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to fight. Like 1977 when the Latson Bears were beating us, the Moscona Cowboys, 7-0. We're going to keep fighting. We came all the way back. It was 24-20. I've won 3 in a row. We're going to keep fighting. Just like the great Troy Geddes. If he were here right now, Troy Geddes would say, "It ain't over yet. It ain't over yet."
Shouts out to your Power Blast. Congratulations, sir. I'm very proud of how many people took the time to vote.
Thank you, sir.
I didn't think your list was better.
You had Ella Fitzgerald on your list. That was it.
And you had De La Soul. That was it.
No, but De La Soul is a alternative type rock, tristic type band.
Man, Ella Fitzgerald is why
legends.
Ella Fitzgerald is why Erykah Badu and Jill Scott and the list goes on and on. But it's neither here nor there. Congratulations, sir.
Tell it to your preacher.
Yeah, you guys got to cheat to win. You guys got to cheat to win. Congratulations. I wish you the best.
That's another thing. That's another thing I think rubs the people the wrong way. Every time you lose, you got an excuse.
Well, Doug, I showed
somebody's coming. Somebody's cheating you. Somebody's doing you wrong. That people don't look.
Hey man, 5 people sent me a video of them trying to vote for me, and they wouldn't let them. What do you call that?
Okay, man.
So when you got your computer, when you girlfriend in the back doing stuff that's illegal, what do you expect?
So when you win,
everybody's like, I got videos. Hey Ryan, I'm not trying to cause no problems, but look at this when I try to vote for you.
So when you win, the system works correctly,
right?
And you've won 24 times,
right? Yeah, man. Again, congratulations. A cheater never wins and a winner never cheats. I will win. Yeah, you won 1. You got to get 25. I will win. It's okay.
Let's get to this classic stew. So last week, somebody mentioned, how did his name even come up? Somebody mentioned earthquake, comedian earthquake.
Somebody in the chat was mentioning something about one of the funniest comedians that never miss when they get on stage was Earthquake.
So back in the day, in the original 2 Live Stews, we used to have Funny Friday where comedians come to Atlanta and they work the whole weekend at a particular club. They have a gig and they used to come through and show a little love to us on our show.
Every Friday.
So some of the biggest comedians you can think of. We actually had Kevin Hart in studio. Do we have any video of that? Before he blew up.
I'm sure. Well, I'm sure it's someplace. And we actually did an event at a club with Hennessy for Kevin Hart. And it was before Kevin Hart was Kevin Hart.
Right.
But, we was on stage with dude in VIP with dude all night before he was the Kevin Hart. And I was like, man, I think this little dude's going to be somebody one day.
Yeah. But somebody mentioned Earthquake, comedian Earthquake last week. One of the top 2 or 3 comedians I've seen in person as far as laughs. And so we actually found it. Our boy, Earl McDowell, the historian for the 2 Live Stews, shot us the audio, and here it is.
She didn't like Earl.
Here you go.
On Funny Friday today, we brought this by none other than the world famous good friend of the show, Earthquake's in the building.
What's up, brothers? Let y'all down, man. I'm tired of seeing y'all on First Take getting beat up by Skip. I said I got to call the brothers up. You let the white dude just crush y'all. I said, jump him. Just jump him. Skip got fat. Skip was always the dude who couldn't play but kept a notebook. Had a notebook. He knew everybody who was. I'm watching him now on TV.
Right.
Beating up on my boy, Chad.
Quake, man, you're in Boston right now at the Wilbur Theater where you'll be performing at this weekend, man. What you doing in Boston while you're waiting on the show, Quake?
Trying to, I ain't doing nothing, man. It's cold out there. It's so cold out there. I see homeless people just turning themselves in. Gave me a note saying, my mother lives. Can you call her and tell her I want to come home? This is ridiculous. I done messed around and ran away the wrong time of the year. I seen a dog wearing a dog. I'm telling you, it's cold out here, man. Birds catching calves.
Hey,
It's ridiculous. No brother should be in Boston, but other than the team. And they played like that. They ain't want to be here last night.
Right. Talking to Earthquake in the Doghouse with the 2 Hours 2 Sporting News Radio. Hey, we haven't talked to you in a while, man. What's your thoughts on this whole Tiger Woods situation, bruh?
Well, let me tell you, when I saw the news conference, I could tell Tiger Woods didn't have no black in him or was no black people at the news conference.
Why?
Including himself. Because the real brother would have told him, yeah, I slept with them women. Next question. What my wife had to say, I said, are you either going to forgive me or we're going to move on or you leaving?
Right.
Just want to let you know you was a nanny when I met you.
Classic.
It's a great Earthquake in the building. We didn't have time to play the entire clip because dude is always on. He doesn't miss so many jokes, man. Shouts out to Earthquake.
Hey, Tree, can we post that in the on the Facebook chat group? Can we post that as a video?
When I get back.
Oh, I'm saying. All right. Yeah,
Sure,
that's what
no
we need
problem.
to do. That's what we need to do. We probably need to go ahead and post the whole thing in the 2 Hours 2's Facebook chat group. It's a lot more, but it was good stuff. Thank you, brother Earl McDowell, the official, unofficial historian to the 2 Hours 2's.
Earthquake was the one who said Paul Mooney is proof everyone has a gay uncle in their family, and Paul Mooney was pissed about that. You remember that?
I do remember that, man. And it's a long backstory between us and Paul Mooney. But Paul Mooney,
Eddie Murphy talked about him in his documentary too. You got to watch.
what did he say? He said he was gay.
No, but you got to watch the documentary, man. You got to watch the documentary.
So we had Paul Mooney in studio for like an hour, maybe even longer, and he actually filmed part of his straight to video, comedy thingy. And Paul Mooney, I don't want to talk about the dead, man, but Paul Mooney had his mannerisms. Let's just say this: his mannerisms were kind of off. I don't know if the man,
as Fred Sanford would say,
he was a little off. His mannerisms were a little off, and the way he talked and.
Well, it worked for him because
it worked for him.
He was one of the best writers in Hollywood. Again, Eddie mentioned him last night. When it comes to Red Fox, when it comes to Richard Pryor, when it comes to Eddie Murphy, they all respected Paul Mooney and his pen.
So Eddie didn't out him in this Eddie Murphy
You
video.
definitely need to watch the documentary.
Okay, all right. Now you
gotta
really
watch the
got me
documentary.
excited.
It's a good. I don't watch a lot of docs, man. And Eddie is one of my favorite stand-up comedians, but you gotta watch the documentary, man.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do that this weekend. Come on, Tree. Come on,
again,
Tree.
And again, Paul Mooney is one of the reasons why we got ran out of AM radio.
Him as well as a couple other reasons too, which were all bullshit. But that's what we're gonna address in the book.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's definitely okay.
It's okay. God got us. God got us. Marvin
Childs, we appreciate you, man.
Does this come from someone who was in Bulldog?
You spent a lot of time there. Are we doing the third story now, man? Or can I hit some of this stuff I wanted to hit real quick?
Well, we've actually already hit the third story.
Okay. Sir, do you read?
Oh, you know what? We were going to talk more about the third story, but go ahead. Whatever one you're going to do, we'll get to either.
Well, if we were going to talk about the story, go ahead. I'll get to what I want to do.
No, because I think you're probably going to forget, man. Go ahead.
Well, I won't forget, and I do have a Stu's Fantasy Football Report coming up here shortly. Do you read Pro Football, PFF? Do you read that?
No.
They've got the Rams as the number one team, the number one offense, and the third defense. Do you believe in Matthew Stafford and the Rams out there in L.A., sir?
They look good. They look real good.
There's several teams in the NFC that I like. This is one of the years where by the halfway mark, I tend to say, I see so-and-so and so-and-so in the Super Bowl. So-and-so is going to represent the NFC. So-and-so is going to represent the AFC. I can't do that yet because the football has been so good. Do you agree?
Yeah. Rams or Lions off the top of my head could win it.
Can't forget about Philadelphia.
And Philadelphia. And Philly. That's the third
Green
one.
Bay is a little lackluster now. AFC, New England, Minneapolis, several teams right now balling, man. Absolutely balling.
When we get back from the break, we got our last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group, but also we'll probably have some time to touch upon this A.J. Brown thing a little bit more.
And top of the 9 o'clock hour, I will be doing a Two Live Stews fantasy football report. I will begrudgingly be doing a Two Live Stews fantasy football report. I took another beat down this past week. It's real tough on me and my team. However, I love the conversation behind the fantasy football. I love what's going on in that small community that we've created, and we're looking forward to doing much bigger and better things with fantasy football, other sports, and more people, and more money.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to break. We got to go to break. We'll be right back.
Listen,
Two Live Stews.
I played in the NFL. I've taken enough shots to last a lifetime. And let me tell you this. Taking a shot just to lose weight, that's not a smart play. That's why I roll with Brain IQ. The all-natural weight chews cut cravings, boost metabolism, and sharpen focus. No needles, no chemicals, no crash. Just results you can chew on. And Brain IQ is not just about weight chews. They've got a full lineup of all-natural products to keep your mind sharp, your body fueled, and your health on point. Skip the needles, choose natural. Order now. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/1LiveStew. Brain IQ Chews. Smart, natural, built for results.
I went to a midget funeral and you can't call them that. You can't say that. You got to call them little people, little person. They didn't have a hearse. They had a PT Cruiser, man. I was like, I'm not laughing because I know they'll get on your ass. They'll get on your ass. I had one pallbearer. Put him on the show like a radio. We didn't even have to go around and view the body. They passing this. You want to see him?
Shouts out to the great Ricky Smilings. Appreciate to the Q's.
Hey, man, I'm sitting here thinking about that Paul Mooney thing, man.
Stews and your Two Live Stews experience. A lot of giving going on today for a Giving Thursday. We thank you all so very much for all of that. And shouts out to nothing but love to the good folks in Detroit. WGPR, the Sports Rap Network, hot. 107.5 FM HD2 in the D.
So a lot of people listening to the show right now remember what happened. They remember the story. Long story short, Paul Mooney came in studio. Unbeknownst to us, he was filming some documentary on him or something like that. So he had a bunch of cameras and everything. And I just think they should have given us a head up. What are you talking about, Dougie, if you don't know what I'm talking about? Paul Mooney's in studio. Now, our bosses, Salsa, guy named Andrew Salzman, the owner of the station, because Paul Mooney's a big name. So a bunch of the office, the actual administrative staff came down and was standing watching through the glass. And I remember Salsa was standing there looking. And within 5 seconds, Paul Mooney was pissed at this.
Do this. Do this. Do that. Yeah.
It felt like somebody was tearing open my chest.
Right.
In my heart, I wasn't doing it because he's the great Paul Mooney. In my heart, I was saying, no, please, back up, stop. No.
It was bad.
We were this. Motherfucking cracker.
Yeah. And it was almost 2 decades ago, so it wasn't as liberal as speaking on these platforms are today. You couldn't curse and stuff like we're doing now today.
We were on terrestrial radio.
Right. Yeah.
So, I just wish his handlers, his producers would have gave us a head up. We'd have been like, no, you can't go that far. I mean, look at these guys. Look at them. Do you think those guys are going to appreciate this?
And there was about 20 people downstairs. No, there was about 20 people upstairs. We were on the penthouse floor and the offices to the station were downstairs. There were about 20 people upstairs, and 30 to 45 seconds after Paul Mooney started, all those people were gone. All of them.
Now, what he said, a lot of it was true, a lot of it was right, but he just should have given us a professional courtesy of saying, hey guys, I'm going to be doing some edgy things. You okay with it? Well, we could have said, what edgy things? Well, I'm going to use the word cracker about 50 times. Oh, no, Mr. Mooney, we love you. You're a legend, but you can't throw around the word cracker.
Shout out to Marcus Sharper. He said the Jewish delegation was very upset with the Stews that day. And we were going shortly thereafter because they thought we were part of the fix.
But that's the point.
They thought we were in on it.
Right, that's the point. We had nothing to do with that.
Nothing.
But they didn't even ask us that. They assumed that we okayed all of this stuff.
we're telling the people about a part of the reason why we lost our job, and T-Pitt said it was classic.
Right,
No,
it
wasn't classic.
Right.
And I love you to death. It wasn't classic.
That's very selfish, T-Pitt.
So, do you remember the first thing that happened? Before Paul Mooney comes in the studio, his handler comes in there.
We got to get the last 48 too. Go ahead.
Before Paul Mooney comes in the studio, his handler comes in there and goes, okay, we're going to be doing this, we're going to be doing that, we're going to be doing this. And Stu, please remember, Paul doesn't shake hands. Okay?
Right, I remember that.
So when he comes in, do not extend your hand to him to get it shaken. He's not going to shake your hand. Okay?
What was the reasoning he doesn't shake hands? I remember that, but why? What was his...
He was a germaphobe.
Right.
And anyway, so he tells us a few more things about okay, Mr. Mooney will be up in about 30 seconds. And he walks out the door and he pushes the door back open and says, and remember, don't extend your hand to Paul Mooney. 30 seconds later, the minute Paul Mooney walks in, the first thing I do is, Mr. Mooney, it's great to meet you. Get your hand out of my face. I'm not shaking your nasty hand. You put your hand in your ass. I'm not shaking your hand. Get your nasty hand out of my face.
I remember that. that.
So that makes the next 30 to 45 minutes miserable for me. I never got over that.
You're very uncomfortable.
I'm mad as hell.
You just got cussed out by one of the comedy legends.
Yeah. Get your effing hand out of my face, you nasty.
He had some real weird idiosyncrasies. I think that's the word. He had some real weird idiosyncrasies, and he threw around the cracker word 50 to 100 times.
That's like DeMarcus Shopper, former intern, one of the best we've ever had. Germaphobe and his wrist a limp. Laugh out loud.
Hey, rest in peace to the great Paul Mooney.
Man, Paul Mooney can kiss my ass. Whatever.
Man, it just felt like I was having heart surgery and they were pulling open my chest cavity. Like they would just literally pull it open in my chest cavity. I was like, on the verge. Inside I was going,
I'm on the verge of making more money in this gig than I did in the NFL, and you up here doing this? Yes, man. You're not welcome back. When he got up to leave, I didn't even get up and say goodbye. I just stayed in my seat and was on the computer like this. Man, just get out of here.
If you go to YouTube and search Paul Mooney documentary or something like that, the first 20 seconds of it is him in studio with us.
I wish we would have recorded the whole handshake.
And that's the day. That's the faithful day that we're referring to. Let's get to these last 48, the biggest meetings in the True Live Peace Facebook chat group in the last 48 hours. Y'all get some inside information, information about what's going on and what went on. Let's go, Tree. Let's get it.
Boy, the super chat is going crazy today. Thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all. We'll get to it in a second.
Oh, look at this.
You were actually just talking about this.
Yep, power rankings.
Week 11 power rankings. They got the Rams as the number one team in the NFL right now. I mentioned 3 teams who I thought could win it. I mentioned Rams. We mentioned Eagles. Oh, they got the Lions at 5th.
Yep.
I haven't really seen Seattle play, to be honest with you. So Seattle must be really kicking ass.
The Seahawks' Sam Darnold is the highest rated quarterback in the National Football League. And their defense is tied with sacks allowed this season. So offensively and defensively, they are literally on fire, sir. The Seahawks are balling with Sam Darnold.
Okay. I got to check them out. They got that running back. I love that running back. There's a couple teams like the Lions running backs are just phenomenal. Yeah. And the tailback for the Seattle Seahawks is a beast too as well. Yeah. That Jahmyr Gibbs.
Taylor with the Colts is leading the league in rushing right now. Had 244 yards rushing last week. He's doing a phenomenal job. I got sad this past weekend because Monday Night Football between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers.
The running back I'm talking about is Kenneth Walker, the third.
Yeah,
He's a beast.
The Eagles pressured Jordan Love 40% of his dropbacks this past weekend. They are very good defense as well. But yeah, I got a little sad Monday night after the game because that was the conclusion of week 10, which means we're less than 10 games away from the NFL being into the postseason. And after those 3 weeks of playoffs and then the Super Bowl, the NFL's gone just that quick.
Yeah, just that quick. But we're going to be watching the Super Bowl on the cruise headed to the Bahamas.
Can't wait.
Yeah. All right, next one, Tree.
Did you disagree with any of those teams the way they were ordered?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
Once again, I haven't seen a lot of Seattle Seahawks games or paid attention. But yeah, it's going to be interesting coming down to the end.
This is huge.
Wow.
That's one of the things Eddie Murphy talked about in his documentary, how he gave that speech during the Oscars a while back and talked about how blacks won't take a back seat, how we won't be the caboose, how we deserve this and deserve that. And he said prior to making the comments, I'll probably never win an Oscar where I am because of this comment I'm about to make, but I'm going to make it anyway. And then he said, well, it turns out that I've never won an Oscar. And he starts laughing. Yeah, so I was telling everybody before you got on, Fly Girl, make sure you check out the Eddie Murphy documentary, Being Eddie. It's a great documentary.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And he actually said that Robin Williams told him not to do that.
Yeah. He's fine without that damn Oscar. He's okay.
I think he did pretty good.
So Emmy is for what?
That's for television.
For television. Grammy is for music, right?
Music.
Okay. Oscar. So what
Movies?
is
Movies are Oscars, and then Tonys are for Broadway.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm glad you knew that, Fly Girl.
Absolutely. And then we have another birthday. Jimmy Kimmel is 58.
Okay. Happy birthday, Jimmy Kimmel.
Happy birthday, Jimmy
And,
Kimmel.
of course,
Looks like you're not going to give Jimmy a round of applause like you give Eddie. You be doing white people crazy, man.
Go ahead.
Well, I really give Jimmy Kimmel his flowers because he's one of the very few people that have stood up to, our current government.
Right.
So
Right.
we got to give him some flowers, too.
He can come to the cookout, like they said today.
He's invited to the cookout.
Right.
He's hosted the Oscars 4 times. He's won 3 Primetime Emmys. And, he has a beautiful family. And I really think he's funny. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
He is very funny, Fly Girl. Fly Girl, is that your last birthday?
Rod Butler is also 56 today.
Who's Gerard Butler?
So he was in Gladiator. He was the main character in Gladiator. And yeah. Yes. And, he actually studied law, but he was in this really great movie recently called Den of Thieves. And I want everybody to go check it out because it also stars O'Shea, which is Ice Cube's son.
I saw that in the theater. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
So check that out.
Did he star in what was it? It was a warrior movie, a Greek movie.
Gladiator.
He was in Gladiator, but I think he was also the main in 300, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah. That dude, I love him.
Yeah.
Great actor.
Spartacus.
Fly Girl, you're as beautiful as ever. Thank you for getting out of your bed early on CT time to spend some time with us. You did an outstanding job as you always do. We love you. Thank you, Fly Girl.
I love you.
That's the beautiful Tamara Gilliam, a.k.a. the Fly Girl, in the building with the 2 live stews. Outstanding job.
A little Boogie Boys background music and everything.
I get I get a little warm and fuzzy feeling whenever I see Fly Girl. She's one of your boy's best friends. I just love her to death. She's an amazing person.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You're not listening to me. You're doing something else. What were you doing, Doug?
No, everything you said about Fly Girl is absolutely true. If you had to name all of our entertainment reporters, you think you could do it?
Every last one.
Okay, let's do it.
Fly Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Ollie Wood.
Mm-hmm.
Sergeant Sexy. Star. Light-skinned chick, little thin chick.
Mm-hmm.
What do we call the short one that only had like one that did one show?
I don't remember her at all.
Okay, yeah. She won the contest and we got her out of there.
I don't think she even did a show though.
But you're right. Yeah, she won the contest and she was supposed to do a show, but she called on her first day to come in and said she couldn't make it. So we shook her down and then Elle Duncan came.
Right. That's what I was about to tell, that little quick story. We have to tell these stories periodically because we get new listeners.
Right.
So we had a contest for our very first entertainment reporter. This young lady won it. Okay. And before the contest, they told them all the rules and what was going to be expected of them, this, that, the other, whatever.
Yep.
So she knew. She won the contest, was supposed to report in Monday, and called and said she couldn't do it. She couldn't get out of work. We like, did we tell you what you was going to have to do? So long story short, she called and said she couldn't make it. We was like, okay, you missed your first day. Don't come back. Don't call us back. You're done. We'll go with this second person. You know who the second person was? Elle Duncan.
So think about how
is history.
Think about how that young lady feels today when she sees Elle Duncan on TV every day making a few $1 million.
When you have an opportunity, that's the greatest example of when you have an opportunity, you better take it. You better run with it.
A tree asked, was this a paid gig? The pay was everyone that left left for bigger and better jobs making big money.
No, it wasn't no paid. It was L on ESPN every afternoon. That was
right.
the damn paid.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, look at God. Look at God.
Everybody that's been in bed with the Stews lead doing marvelous things.
You forgot one name, man, and I'm shocked you forgot this one.
Hold on.
You actually forgot several names. One of them I'm not going to
remember.
Oh,
Miss Mary.
There we go, Miss Mary.
Miss Mary,
was our
my girl.
She was the first entertainment reporter.
Boy, Miss Mary was outstanding. Everybody did a very good job.
Everybody we had was
they all
great.
left to do bigger and better things. And as a matter of fact, every time I see Tree, I think about all those ladies because I miss them so much.
What about you? Forgot one other too.
I don't have another.
You and her didn't get along for that little short period.
Your mic is muted. It's perfect. Keep on talking, Tree.
What do those ladies have to do with me? I am the producer.
Just ignore him, Tree. Yeah. Just ignore him.
I like all those ladies. That's what they have to do with you.
You forgetting one. You and her didn't get along. For whatever reason, I don't know. Well, you don't get along with a lot of people, it seems like. As far as
I
the
don't
show.
get along with bullies. Who, Doug? Tell me, who was it?
Trina the sports chick.
I forgot about Trina. You're right.
Trina the sports chick.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Trina. Oh,
all right, when we get back from the break, it's that time.
Oh,
we got to talk about the top 5 results.
Yes. I forgot about the great Jazzy, someone I really did like, and I forgot about Shoes, Naomi.
Jazzy, that's right.
Yeah, two of my favorites. Two of my favorites.
Yeah. All right, so top 5 results when we get back, as well as Classic Stew. Don't go away. It's your boys. Yeah, top 5 results. Yes.
Shouts out to your Restic. Oh, Lady Simone. Man, we forgot about Lady Simone.
Nah, we really going to have to write down a list. All right, so if y'all in the chat room, type up all of the names that we missed as well.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. All right, we'll be right back. That's funny. Top 5, man. You actually did better than I thought you were going to do, though, man.
A cheater never wins, man. It's okay. A cheater never wins.
Hey! You know what it is. It's your girl, Arlen Michelle, your favorite cruise director for the Cruise with the Stews. Our first inaugural cruise, as you already know, is February 6th through the 9th. And you've decided to have your face in the place. But guess what? Your face gonna be in a place with no room if you don't. Call me now. Call me. 678-632-2005. Or email me at sme.arleywood, ARLEwood@gmail.com. I need information from you. I can't get your stateroom if I don't know your birthday and your address and the person who's sitting in the room with you. Come on now, y'all. Call me now. Call me because I need to talk to you. Call me or email me. Either one works. I just need to talk. Come on. See y'all on the big water. But you might not be able to go if you don't call me. Okay?
I know that ain't full pads flag football. I would pull my kid off that immediately, bro. What is that? Whose idea was this? You need one.
He's right, sir. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Store Ron, supposed to make up of those stews.